people to believe you. For those ones that haven't achieved, doesn't matter. You will use your sponsor, use your team, or use anybody in the company, right? That as a reference to show them they are Greenwood successes. And they also show the difference before they start or after they start the business, right? What kind of lifestyle, or what kind of incomes, what kind of life, or what kind of team, the difference, and make people to interest how they did it, right? How does this happen? What is Greenwood? Obviously, when you catch their attention, never start asking questions, right? The best way is to let people to have questions, right? The best meals is when people are hungry. And you pretend whatever you cook when people are very hungry is the delicious one. Right? When people are very full, even whatever you present there, it won't be called very delicious. Right? So you must catch people become hungry, know the questions, then you start to present. Right? To catch their attention. There are some skills, right? The skills as I told, right? But it's through a lot of way. Basically, if you don't read that much, right? Like Miss Kandai, Kiwani, and I know those people that read, and you can realize they read a lot, so they can use a lot of reference from Bible, from TV, from movies, from real life, from the famous person, right? They can use all those kind of reference, right? But for the normal ones, especially the new ones, you may don't have that knowledge, or you don't. Just don't stress yourself. Make it either way. Just use the reference of your sponsors, right? To apply. Those ones in that branch, right? In that place, for example, Cape Town, right? Eastern Cape, all this country, right? Those achievements in Greenwood top leaders. And Greenwood, we already provide all the leaders. You should have purchased one Greenwood magazine, right? Our magazines actually got all the information that, right? All the achievements for each year, they are there, and with their story. Read it before you present. You must load information before you present, right? Otherwise, you won't talk anything. Catch the presentation, right? So for those ones who don't have the reference, just use our newsletter, right? Those the information in our newsletter, right? By catch this attention, also there's other ways. How does Greenwood, for example, to explain to you how does Greenwood product your body works, right? The difference between the herbs with the Western medications, right? We are to prevent detoxing and enhance, right? Emphasize that part of naturalness, right? That's also explained in our book, right? And then you must. If you cannot explain that well, what you should do? You can use that from your clients, from your team, the testimonials. There is someone last week give me feedback. He was what problem? Right? For example, he was having a stroke, right? But I would prefer you use the real story, right? Don't just make one, right? The real story, because our product is very good indeed, right? There's no need to make a story, right? Always you should have. If you don't have, it means you didn't care about you. You must always collect the information, right? From your customers' feedback, right? So that even when you speak, you are very confidential. You don't feeling of you are lying something. No? We are here for service business and service product, right? Use a testimonial from your team or from your client. Right? That will convince more to the people, right? Because when they have, especially like somebody locally, right? Then they can see, they can even what they want to contact that person, they can find out, right? They use a testimonial, a real story. The fact is more than you talk 100 times, right? Fact being speak loudly. And then if you have equipment, right, or you don't have equipment, you have the flyers, newsletter, and other things in your form, the posters, the pictures, right? And if you have projectors, can show the pictures, the videos, right? If you have. And the number 4 part is after $55 kind of product. There's no way that you can finish all, and there's no need to cover all the product. What do you do, right? Just recommend, you can just select around 3 to 5 items of product, which you personally know best, right? Or you use it, or your client use it, you have a feedback for that. You are very sure about it and how that works, right? To present to people, right? The product is a must because all our business are based on the product, right? You must, otherwise the clients where they can buy product, right? When you use the one you know best, right? Few of the product, expensive. But you must make sure at least you know 1 or 2 very well, right? About how they're working, right? At least, like, for example, people know about the cooling tea, right? They at least must know how to make a tea, right? How to make tea, how much is the water one tea bag, right? And how many times you must drink per day, right? If you want to, what the cooling tea can do, but besides helping, what else you can do, right? To increase the immune system's abilities, right? Also prevent or cure the headache as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you must know better than on that specialty product. You must know better than normal customers. If they know, okay, chicken deduction, always chicken deduction, right? You must know more information on that, so that people will start to pick you as a teacher, right? As a master from that point. Then you are presentable, right? That will request you do some preparation, which is by reading or by practice, right? Before you start. All those people who success, they cannot just success overnight. It's through a lot of behind work. Behind work, this means before they go to stage, they have prepared a lot, they have learned a lot, right? And that's why when they come to stage, they're not afraid. There's a lot of things they can speak out, right? And they can convince people. Number 5, present the working plan, right? Actually, number 4 and number 5 is the key point. That is what you want to deliver to your audience is the clean water product. Why this client, your clients must buy clean water product? Is answer number 4. Why they must buy our product, right? Why clean water product is good? You must answer that question to them. After they present forward, so they will come to buy, or they will bring people to buy, or they will recommend the product to sell. Number 5 is why they have to sign as a member. Right? Number 4 and number 5 is the key point. Clean water product only have 2 products. One product is our herbs. Another product is our marketing plan, the money side. Right? So number 4 is going to answer. It's going to convince people to purchase clean water product. Right? To realize the clean water product and use it. Number 5 is convince the new people they must join clean water. Right? And why they need to join clean water? Because there is interest. People work for interest, right? People go to church also for interest. For what? For their spiritual interest, right? They need accommodation there for the spirit. They need a leadings from there. For what reason people do, there is a purpose for that. You must, other people, why join clean water? Why join under you, right? Because you make the interest and you find their needs. People need herbs. People are sick. People need jobs. People need incomes. People need cars. If they have the needs, you have offer. Then you can meet together. That's why people, how we join each other. We join each other because of we have different needs, and somehow we can meet each other. Right? This is what number 4 and number 5. You need to take more time for research and listen. Right? Basically, number 5, they will cover how to become a 7-star from a freshman. Today, like we are called leaders meetings, or most of you should be 5-star and above, right? We have 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 star, 8 star, 1 star direct, 2 star, and 2 star manager, right? Even 1 star director, right? Up here in this room. So we're going to just flash, like we're going. I will briefly how to make from 1 star to 7 star, right? Always you need to join Greenwood first, right? And then you should purchase a certain amount, up to 250 BBs, right? To become a 3-star. And you need to recruit downlines to be following under you at least 3 legs, right? Normally we recommend 4, not less than 4, right? 4 legs, because in case one is going to be stopped, right? 4 or 5. And then our structures is 3 times up. You work with 3 main legs, and you go up then, but you have a sub leg to sustain. You build your structures for the new people, right? And this way is very successful, right? You should have your own notebook, right? Yes, check genealogy is very important, right? But some people are not very good in reading genealogy, right? So for those kind of people, I would suggest to have their own notebook. Before you start, you have like a plan, like we did here, right? Before you start, you already have a plan in your mind. This plan, right? You can make instructions in your book, right? But make sure you have the big ones, right? Or you can open the side. Yeah, I know in Korea will just do that. Right? Very, very good. You can put yourself on top, right? I am the 7-star, right? Although you just 3-star or 4-star right now, right? When you put there, you know your target. You put your target there. That's my target, right? And once you put there, then you will know, okay, I finished my first step. Then the second is automatically I will need 3 legs, right? So you must start to find where you can get that 3 legs from, right? When you found that 3 legs, then you have the next mission, how they can split their own 3, right? Which means that this time you need to think now. Make a 4-star is very easy, right? Because everybody got reference. Like in our self-on conduct, there's more than 200, right? Almost everybody got more than 200 conduct. To find us really following during a business, it should be a problem, right? But the next is more important, from 4-star to 5-star, right? Because after you fill in the 6-star, automatically it is required to have another street. If you become a future leader, you must think about this problems first, right? How, okay, I already set myself a 7-star and I split my 3 legs now. How to let those 3 legs go up and G up yourself? That is the main question, right? So you must, those 3 people, right? I normally I don't suggest that put all your first son, your second daughter, set son there, right? This way, for the first car, right? When you pay for the first car, not happy, because that means you will do the whole job for you to qualify a car, right? And normally it's impossible. Normally it's impossible, right? What you need to do is you rather put your son under one of them, right? For example, you got ABC, right? Your downlines. If you want to involve your family, unless the family can work, your sister, right? She's also an independent student. They can work. I mean, those babies, they don't put in the first level, right? You can put under one of the person that can work in themselves, which is you give support to them. Because some people they think about the way, okay, when I success, like all my downlines and my backlines are my families, right? Then you get a more bonus, right? That is a short view. Actually, that will limit your business growth. You first must, your main aim is to qualify car. You qualify 7-star level, right? Because when you're there, your bonus and the car award, that will be bring a lot of income, more than those small business of your first leg, right? So that is that one of the tips that we have. You must support those ones under you to grow, right? Because remember, when they grow, you grow, right? Always remember, when they grow, you grow. We can, we share, we must share. This is how our slogan comes out, right? That is, our slogan says the key point, how is network doing, right? We share the information, we support each other, we care about each other, right? That's the main point. So you must support it online and make the achievement, make them success, first make them earn money, earn bonus, right? So that when people earn a bonus from doing what, you see the income is the biggest motivation, right, than anything, right? The biggest. When the receipt, also for you to speak, you're going to speak loudly, right? Because they're going to listen, they want more, right? That can motivate them to find their own street, right? Or even more, right? You set the same target with them. You can qualify the car, and they also qualify the car. Right? They can also qualify the car. When you qualify the championship, they can also qualify the championship, right? You are in the same level, right? So you're going to push everybody. But normally, like for as a leaders, right? For leader, don't talk to the freshmen, right? Those three parts normally you should put in the three different area or different group, right? That like will be for this kind of people or this kind of group, right? Or this place. That's another one for another place, right? You not in the same normally, because in one place it's better to develop one team, right? In different teams, right? Actually, the fast way, right? Normally, like those people qualify very fast, right? For example, Nelonis, right? Muya. Yeah, he qualifies. Last year qualified 2. This year qualified another 1. I think before end of the year he qualified another 1, right? And 2 years he can qualify 4, right? I don't know what she made in the first 2, right? But when the second one I started to do research on her. I found that she's really clever. Actually, she's already become master of the network leaders because she knows the key points of how to qualify the car in a quick way, right? But first, he invests a lot of time, right? You find that she's 4 times in 4 times, right? It contributes his mind and energy, right? Also, invest some time when he's traveling as well. And the way his success is doing what I said, always to put a team this side and this side and this side, and motivate them until they could become 6 star. Like because that gives you more potential or more possibility for your grow team, right? If you like all your team is extended, it's going to be hard because the market is limited, right? If you have a team there in PE, right? Another one in extended, another one in another place, right? That group, their market, their customers, or their team, they have more range, a wide range to select or to market, to target, right? That will give you a high chance to win, right? And another skill that she did is she trained. Doesn't matter people because people are going to fair first time in qualify car, right? But for those ones, she trained them, right? To train them and motivate them constantly, right? And support them. So when you open a new market, you can put someone there, or find somebody there, right? There's another way for one sport, you must have a leader under you, any sport, right? Just like Greenwood is the same. David actually he's the leader of Greenwood network business, right? He already made an example, right? Every place he put a leader, he put a manager there, right? That is already give us an example. Because you couldn't manage there, right? You couldn't go up and then you couldn't train the person first, right? Even me, like I was trained in Joburg, right? After we were trained, right? And then I can send to person. But our network is similar. You must train that person, or you must go to train that person if that person you cannot accommodate that, right? like even Mr. Kewani used yesterday, right? Go to open market in the first 3 to 5 months. You must look at, and the fact is maybe cannot work out, right? Because it's very high income, and there is always need motivations. Need that people can speak up, right? That's natural. That's not nothing bad, but that's natural. Right? We need to know how to control it, right? When you motivate them, we go there from really once, people will like to work, right? But after a while, you have other challenges in the work. So you must go there again and speed it up, right? Until the success, until they are stable. They know when they can find some money in Greenwood already, right? They can find their own interest. They can start being independent, right? So you mustn't expecting a new downline, right? To reach the ones, and that's all. When a lot of people asking, okay, hey, I say, why your thing is not working now? Hey, those things don't work, right? They join me and then it don't work. You cannot expecting people to work, and then first maybe they haven't catch that point. Like they can make money in Greenwood, or Greenwood can change his life, right? Although you told him, but if he didn't get it, or he didn't believe that, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You must make it until he believes. Right? You must also load this in your mind. And then the second part I've already said, how to get a bonus in Greenwood, right? From your marketing plan side, to become cover ABCD, right? A is how to become a 7-star from a freshman. You can cover that point, right? So they won't repeat. From 3-star to 7-star, right? Everybody knows how to do it. But you must explain to new people, right? Second part is how to get a bonus from Greenwood. Upgrade yourself, right? How to get a bonus, that is going to if people keep recruiting, obviously don't get it, right? But there is some skills from that, right? We want people to their bonus to increase every month, so they can see a bigger motivations, right? Some people become 4-star in 1 month, and the second month, following month, you receive bonus for almost 2,000, and people are happy, right? The following month, maybe you only receive 100 something, then you couldn't respond because why? He ask you, I maintained one according to you already, right? That's when you lack of the training. That means okay, you maintained, you are 4-star, you can get a consistent bonus. No, right? The bonus is come from your sales and your team sales, right? Always remember and teach them. The bonus is come from you and your team, right? Actually, when you become a leader, most is your team, the direct bonus, indirect bonus part, right? But when you are low level, yourself and your team, direct team. Especially from 1 to 6-star, we can see that your direct sales are very, very important to you, right? Because we give out from 3-star to above, we give out 41% outstanding sponsor bonus, which means you recruit a new person, right? Even if you buy it, only become a 2-star, which is 80 BBs, 800 rand, you get about 300 rand bonus, 280 something, 89 that covers your costs. Yeah. So we always encourage our people to recruit new members. When you are 6-star and below, you must always keep recruiting new members. This is not once-off business, and you mustn't expecting, okay, you want to join Greenwood, it becomes 4-star, 5-star, you're going to receive a stable bonus. Let me tell you, the answer is no. Right? There is no stable income in the world. Right? There's no stable income in the world. That is the truth. You have to work hard, right? Until you have become the financial freedom level, right? To stagnation. Each level is like that. Actually, other jobs as well. There's no way that you can just you enter an industry and you want to benefit all for long term. So how to get a bonus from Green World, right? You must just request and give the simple target. You must recruit at least 4 new 3 stars per month, right? Yourself, and give all the downlines also recruit their own 3 or 4 or even 2, right? At least 2 will be give some more than 1,000 bonus, right? That is the main target. There's no other. There is no other shortcut, right? Be honest, there's no other shortcut. If we don't recruit, there's no shortcut, right? So just skip all the skills. The best way is just to okay, give the target, right? And then see, expand the incentive that we have, right? All the incentive. That's why we equip people, all the leaders actually want those one who want to in your own personal career, you must always attend the company functions, company activities, business activities. All those are going to relative to you, right? Whatever the policies that Green World changes, whatever incentive we give out, right? All matters to your business. Some people they say, oh, I don't care, right? That has nothing to do with me, right? People don't even read the newsletter or didn't buy it, right? All those are needed because you can use that as a tool to motivate others. Maybe we didn't qualify, but you can use that one to recruit others, to convince others. Those smart ones, right? We don't have, maybe I don't have anything, but I have power because I can use the information to let other people to link with another side, right? I don't have a pass, right? But if I got 40 people or 50 people, I would like to go to another place, right? I can just hire one. I can collect money from this side and book him for another one, right? Just use your knowledge, right? That means you have to own it. No need to have you own it. Just need you know it and know it linked together. If Green World say we have offer a partnership, we offer a free scanning machine value for 10,000 for those who want to become 5 stars. You don't have 40,000 in your hand. Okay, you just leave it. No. Once you have that, you must feel very excited. Then you can use the information to catch others. Right? You can recruit even quickly, not even 3 stars. You can recruit 4, 5 stars. You see that if you join Green World, right? Beside all the offers before we have, now we're going to add another 10,000 value scanning machine for you. Right? That is going to make you to increase you the power of convince your clients. You use information to get it online. Right? So all the Green World informations are matters to you, right? That's why as long as you are key to the Green World business, you must always keep yourself updated by the activities and the informations, and be part of the meetings, the rallies, right? I think the sales leaders never miss even one, right? Why? Yesterday I had this misunderstanding about the fireplace. Right? I like that very much. Right? They put the cold charcoal and then the hot charcoal together, right? Because your hot chocolate, you bring the cold ones, you can make them warm until they're hot, right? If even the hot was not there, even only cold there, you cannot make a fire. You cannot make a fire. That, right? So you must all the incentives you have, you must know from 4-star water purifier, 5-star 1 month free scanning machine, 6-star 6 months to China trip, 7-star 12 months to buy a car, right? And then 8-star because there's special internship, 1-star director to become a shareholder, 2-star manager to become a 1-star manager, 2-star manager you qualify a Mercedes-Benz, right? 3-star manager you win a house villa. Beside your bonuses, right? This is basically one, and the other incentive we may have we have like a short-term period incentives. We have, or even yourself, if as a shop owner or as a leader, you can also have some special incentive, like that. But if you don't have, use the company ones, right? Or except for the new people, you have to explain to them. You have to let them know all those documents and all the important tips. When you present people, there's for the marketing plan side, the important tips like maintenance. You have to tell them, and the first time you present, you must tell them about the maintenance. No maintain, no bonus, right? Also, it's going to affect your incentive qualifications, right? Let's maintain all those elements. What is the requirement for maintenance, right? From 1 to 4-star is not less than 10 BVs, right? 5-star 20, 6-star 30, 7-star 40, 8-star 50, 8-star above 100 BVs, right? So to make it easy, just make people, okay, for new people, right? Just let them maintain, not less than 30 BVs, right? 30 BVs that you can cover and safely not lose their bonus. And told them the cutting date. The cutting date is not our natural calendar date, right? Greenwood, we start on the 26th every month, and we end up to 25th in the following months, right? This is our Greenwood calendar month. Don't even try, just like a lot of people, they just maintain it on the last day, right? You just maintain during the month, right? During the month. Even if you try to have that habit, maintain during the month before the last calendar day, right? Because the problem is mostly they happen in the last day. You forgot, you're too busy, right? Or you want to make other ways than doing which you communicate the problems. You must maintain during the month. And as a presenter, as a leader, as a sponsor, you must make sure that you inform all the new members of yours aware about the importance of maintenance and the rules and regulations. A certain amount, right? Let's repeat, from 1 to 4-star, not less than 10 BVs, right? That is the basic requirement, right? But you must also aware that the more you maintain, the more bonus you will get. You're going to get a 20% bonus if you have 3-star, 25% if you're 4-star, 30% 5-star, 35% 6-star, 40% 7-star, 45% 8-star. The higher you are, the more from whatever you maintain, right? So basically, I'm talking about the company policies. The minimum of maintenance you should from 1 to 4-star, that is 10 BVs, 5-star 20 BVs, 6-star 30 BVs, 4-star 5-star 20, 6-star 30, 7-star 40, 8-star 50, 8-star and above 100 BVs, right? If you cannot remember, just maintain 50 or more, right? Actually, we encourage all the distributors maintain 100, right? If you reach or if you want to qualify our incentives, all the special incentive requires that you must, the condition 1 is you must maintain not less than 100 BVs every month, right? That is requirement number 1. And then another part is the main part. So we request you to maintain, better maintain not less than 100 every month, right? That will maintain, keep you have a good bonus, right? And another part, you will not let off stock, right? You have your own stock. If you maintain 1,000 every month, within a year you can have more than 10,000 stock already, right? Or every month you have some stock to selling to your clients, right? As a distributor, right? As a distributor, you should have a stock with you, some product with you, even your bags, right? Wherever people there's a need to meet somebody, when you have cash, you want now, you have things to sell, right? And then the close date, at the close date, our office close date, all the office close date is on the 25th of every month, 25, right? If 25 is falling under on Sunday or in public holidays, then it's 24, right? We don't extend our date, we only forward. That's why we request everybody must maintain during the month, not waiting for the last day. But last day, there's a lot of things will happen, right? Sunday we don't open, some place we don't open, then you can maintain, right? Or that day you are busy, you can maintain, right? Our shops, we keep because of shops, we have more to do. We keep the shops to close on 28th, right? On 28th. And they have 28, 29, they have to catch up their paperwork before month's end, they have to submit to the office, right? So even in the shop, you mustn't to left everything in the last day where you're going to give the shop owner a lot of paperwork, right? And mistakes always happen on those days. And then the set part, placement, right? You also need to new downlines, right? If to become 4-star already, right? They want to have the downlines. They can recruit a lot. They want to have the downlines to go up. You must explain how the placement work, right? Yesterday also Ms. Dong was emphasized. You must make sure that person you placed, right? She make a 3-star in that month, right? Otherwise, there is no need to placement, because do remember, placement only working in the first month. From the second month, that person is placed will treated as a normal disciplinary. Which person the downline, the upline is going to receive the direct bonus, right? Start receiving the direct bonus, and you will only receive the indirect bonus, right? Which is the smaller part. So if you want to do a placement, make sure that person is about to make a big purchase, right? At least 400 PBs or more, right? But 3-star is going to be better, which means going to take the 4 months. If you place a 3-star, if you place a person join and make a 3-star, right? You as the one who do the placement, you receive all the bonus, including also direct and indirect bonus. So how much amount are they going to receive? Because yesterday I was about to also to, but I felt it's too busy. You can just, because we have to try to do the calculations of the bonus, right? But I suggest people to skip that step, right? That one is only should more requirement to the top leaders and those one, the trainers, right? They must know, because they should answer questions and present people. But the normal ones, I don't suggest, right? But if you can, that's better, right? More knowledge means more power, right? But if you feeling you are struggling to understand, don't confuse yourself and confuse online, right? Those calculation things, you know, people in South Africa not really much. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the truth, right? People, I hate mass practice. Especially our clients, most of our clients, if they are at a certain age, right? So we don't want to make them find that this thing is so difficult to understand. Right? We don't want to give them that kind of feeling. Give them straight, right? So the simple way, just there is a simple way. Only work out. If you the bonus you get to place a new 3-star or to recruit a new staff is about what rank you are, right? If you are 3-star, you recruit or place a new 3-star, a new person who become purchased 2 BBs, you can receive 585 some cents bonus, right? But for one, you could 10 is 5,800, right? If you are 4-star, you recruit a new 4-star, a new 3-star, or you place a new star, you're going to get a 660 rand bonus for one, right? If you are 5-star, right, you're going to get 734 rand. If you are 6-star, you can get 8 or 9, yeah, 800. If you have 7 star, you get 819, 884, right? Almost 900, right? Almost 900. So you can just simply remember those figures. 3 star, you put a 3 star, you get 585. 4 star, you get 660. 5 star, you get 734, yes. 6 star, you get 809. 7 star, you get 884. 884, right? Have you got it? 884. Yeah, 884, yes. Yeah, 3 star, you put a new 3 star, place a new 3 star, you get. Yeah, if you those ones cannot remember, you can take your pen to notice, right? Those are the important figures. You can skip all the calculations. Just go to 3 star. Yeah, Anissa, please help me. And from 3 star. 3 star is 585.
660.
764. 808.
809. 809. There, something like that.
And the 7 star above is 884, right? Yeah, see, the leaders always keep those figures in their mind, right? That means money, right? Knowledge means money, so you must know. This way also make you easy to present to people, right? For your 5 star, you can just tell them if you put 10 3 stars or even 5 3 stars, right? That means 7 almost 4,000 or 500, 3.6 something, right? New recruitings always bring higher percentage of income, right? You get 48%. Oh, but I won't mention the percentage, right? I just give the figures, remember. So that is about the placement, right? So the maintenance, the close date, the placement, you must explain to them, right? And also another part, keep them to show them they must keep their copies, their pin copies, in case there's anything happens, right? So that is about we finish number 4 and 5. 4 is to present the product, right? 5 is the marketing plan side, right? Especially the marketing plan side is extremely important, right? Because if you want those people to become your members, they must understand all those and they must receive their bonus in the following months. They must receive bonus every month, and their bonus must go higher so your team can go bigger. To make that happen, the only way is they must receive all the information, the new all the rules and regulations before they play the game, right? So it's you as a sponsor, as a leader, as a coordinator, it's your duty, it's our duty to inform each and every new members to aware about the information, right? And then you left the if you finish the 2 parts, there'll be number 6. You must have a skill time for answer and ask questions, right? As I said, always let people prepare questions first, right? And then let them, before you finish, they got all the answers, right? They got all the answers. Now you finish your mission. Not means after you present, you finish. No, if people didn't get the point, you just listen, you return to there, right? Make sure those people you present. If there's no questions, what you do? You're going to ask questions, right? To review what you're talking about. If there's no question, this is scarce, right? And number 7, right? Which is last point. Make appointment for the next time. Appointment for the next section. When will be our next? When this is our next meeting? Yeah, it looks like nothing, but it's very important, right? Because first you make sure that this thing it continues, right? You got a system, and you are not here just for a day, right? You want to build a long-term relationship with them, and you make people have agenda, like to adjust their own agendas. Next time on this day, then they can put themselves available and they can also start to recruit to prepare on that day, right? So you must make another appointment for this time. Where everybody there, you can say, okay, next appointment, event, right? And yeah, this is so-called a fireplace. I think that a fireplace. So yeah, and that we always suggest that better always use one place, right? A shop perfect. Those a new place, a certain place, right? A certain place, because people were struggling. Even us when we just came here, people they complained that before I put the logo outside, right? Very hard to find a place, right? But once they come first time, they can each second they won't complain, right? But if you always change your place, yeah, people are very hard to find, and they like, if they are impatient, they just sugar.
Sugar.
American, no
So
sugar.
that is the standard, a standard procedure, right? For all the 5 stars above to use as a reference, right? I wish you can keep it, right? And follow it, If you think I never present, I don't know how. Today, after today, you must know how, right? All those I already marked there, right? It's just like a book, a menu of we want to drive a car, right? And according to time, right? You must put more time on 3 and 4 and 5, but don't skip any other steps. And don't put too much time on the other steps, right? Make sure that you finish within hour 10, right? People are just okay, have enough attention with you, right? And they get all the information. In future, if we present again, we request people who are here today, right, to present. I don't want to hear the other things which is, if you don't have your own style, right, you have. I don't want to hear the others is out of this range, right? You must generally put yourself in this way, right? That will be our Greenwood Islamic Religion standard procedures of presentations, right? Unless you have a better way, but for those new ones, we will always, when you go back to present your own place, follow up, and also to show this to your new people as well. This is the Bible, right? This is the Bible for the trainers, right? All the trainers, we request them to follow on this, right? Yami, you must have one, right? Yeah, welcome those
Well,
from
they are not enough. Some of us are not.
Okay, make some more copies. Actually, can you tell me to give the reception? Yeah, make another 30 copies. Okay. And please keep it, right? Keep it and follow it. I want you to make an example, right? Because people here today, we cannot represent all the, we cannot make sure all others who also be here, right? So what you need to do, you need to take this, and then when you go back, when you do presentations, right? You follow this way, and when you train your new team, right? You also let them to do follow this way. So they won't last. They won't last, right? I think this is the main part I want to add. It's another point is now is August now, right? Up to our 10 years anniversary in November. It's only actually three and a half months left now, right? But we haven't finished. We haven't covered our target, right? To have enough people qualify the championship and cars, right? Although we have always 30 people qualify the championships, right? But we haven't have enough numbers according to our own target for the cars, right? Cars are important, right? For market, the numbers of people qualify the cars are important. That shows how powerful is the business is, right? How many leaders we produce newly, and that gives a new members, new clients, a really clear sight. What kind of business is that, right? What kind of company is that, right? Because nowadays a lot of things besides Greenwood, the other companies, sometimes whatever don't come the name, right? The problem is people are higher things, right? If the Greenwood car is 87,700, we offer you 160,000, right? If you qualify China chip, I will give you another American chip, whatever. For those high promises, how many people really can get that? That's the biggest question, right? Just like casino again, you have a chance by one night you can win like $1 million, right? But the chances. That's why we focus on. We want to produce new leaders, new car winners, new China chips attendants every year, and the numbers must be higher to show that this business is for everybody, not for somebody, right? So, up now we have the covenant target. There is some tips that, from my experience, that I want to share for those ones still struggling and still planning to qualify their car before end of this year, right? But we can extend a little bit late, right? From my side, I can announce all those people who can close their 7 slots in December, right? I can still put on the stage. Just make sure it happens, right? Make sure that you qualify your own. So first, you must always that where you are now, right? Check the status. Check the status. For example, let me ask you a question. Khadija, from Khadija. Katasha, sorry. Which month is your last month for the car?
March.
Next year, March. Or Stefan. Which month you are about to cover in your own plan? In your own plan, which month you want to finish that, close that 7 star? September. How many CMBB that you have now? How much? Left.
No, 5,000 left.
5,000 left.
Wow.
75.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So that is number 1 point. You must know where you are now. Right? You must know where you are. And you must know your cutting month, right? Your last month. You must avoid that Greenwald. We're counting from the first month you joined. Even it's 25 January. We count January is your first month, right? You must avoid that. No. Some people say, okay, my first month is February because I joined 25th of January. No. In our technology, right? Our technology, because of for 710 of capture, we don't capture the exact date you join, right? For example, if you join in July, we just going to capture any day of July, right? Because in Greenwald, we don't count in days, we count in months, right? What matters is, because if we find all our incentive depending on months, become 4 times 1 month, 5 times 1 month, 6 times 6 months, 7 times. There's no like become 7 star a day or 2 days. There's no difference, right? So in the technology, you must always check which months that you join, and always remember 25th of January still means January, right? So the first month you join in the technology is your first month, right? You want to close your 6 star. January, start from January, right? January, February, yeah, I'm to June, right? Then it's your 6 months. So you must know, you mustn't miss a month. If you still think that you joined in February, then by the last month you didn't, you still think you have another month. That's number 1. You must know where you are now, right? By knowing it always is the best way to check your technology, right? Check your technology, right? So and then secondly, you find the gap and find the time. If you check, you have a 4 months left, right? And you have a short 20,000 BBs. For example, I talked to a person from Viking, right? You have, for example, you have 20,000 for now, right? In your same BBs, you have 20,000 BBs, same BB, right? Then you want to qualify a car for the next 6 months because you knew that you have 6 months left. Now you must divide in the 6 months each month you must make a certain target, right? Or where those sales are coming from, where those sales come from. Because you cannot just say, okay, I become 6 stars within 6 months to qualify the car. No, 6 stars only require 20,000 BPs. And 7 star, how much do you require? 80. It's 4 times 6 star. 4 times 6 star. If you spend 6 months to qualify a trip, right? Which means you spend 6 months to make a turnover of 20,000 BPs. And another 6 months to make the same amount is 3 times the amount is going to be different time. But it's still possible, right? Which means you must work twice or 3 times harder, or you must to push your team, because those new 5 stars you raise, now you must use their power to raise to double the sales, so that in another same period you can make the same value or double value of amount of sales of turnover, so that you can cover your target. Basically, it's clear. First, it's know where you are. Secondly, it's know your target, right? And divide it in times by schedule. Roma is not built in 1 day, right? Roma is not built in 1 day. So we need all go step by step. And we must be sure things happen, right? By this month, I have to cut by all means. By all means, that means just say that. By all means, you already have a plan. You already have a plan, right? The plan is very important. So schedule that from the where you can find the potential seller, where you can find the potential market or potential investors, right? Mentioned by investors that can also very useful to support you qualify in a quick way, especially for those ones who are short few months left, right? We will suggest that you can seek more investors in your team to fill up the team, right? We have an incentive run for the scale meeting until end of October, so you must also use that fund, right? Recruit more 5 stars, right? To push them to be involved with your business, to be part of you, right? That is going to also add the value, the amount of PVs to your team and cover the gap. And then the third part is, as a leader, right, you need to, for example, you have a shop for 3 months, right? And then you always think like how to make more sales, right? By a certain time you can use some skills like to work as a team, right? You need the support from your team. The support from your team. And how? It's by motivating them, right? Give them target as well. Give your team target, right? Let them qualify. Obviously, you can do that in the beginning, but if you have a certain 10 shot, you also give another target for them, right? Also, like if you qualify, you can like have your own incentive for your team as well, so that they can contribute their own part. And another thing is to set another target. Set another target for them. If they cannot close their target in this year, right? You can like have enough time to set another target, new target. That is also can motivate them, so that they won't feeling like hopeless. Okay, I have no hope already. And even for those ones like already start and then you turn close, right? Don't worry, just start another target. Right? We have Andy Swat, right? Andy Swat before she started Greenwood, the first 1 or 2 years, right? 2 years didn't qualify anything, small bonus, right? Now she's driving Mercedes-Benz, right? Two Mercedes-Benz, right? Not even one. That means if you fail the first time, that means in Greenwood you fail the first time. You couldn't win, you couldn't success, right? You can always success. So you can in Greenwood you always have chance, right? always chance you fail because we learn from lesson. As long as you believe in yourself and you believe in Greenwood, always believe you can believe in Greenwood because there's so many achievements, right? From Yami as well. Yami was in a lot of business before, right? Before joining Greenwood, he has been in network business in Transcar for a long time, but there's no qualifications, right? He didn't qualify anything. But after joining Greenwood, nowadays he's only qualified 2 cars, about 3 cars now, right? Very trying for 3 times, right? It's different. That doesn't mean that if you fail, you cannot succeed again. If you believe in yourself, I can do it. You should always motivate and set a new target, right? But one thing for sure, you must learn from the mistakes, right? The first thing, why I fail, because I didn't organize well, or I don't have a team. It's all about myself. The second time, you must not make the same mistake, right? If the second time you fail because you didn't focus, right? Or there's other things you didn't learn enough. In the second time, you mustn't do the first and second mistake, right? So if you learn all the things and you change, always you will success. Greenwood is for everybody and all kinds of people, right? From old mamas, from youngsters, right? They all can qualify the car, right? Greenwood is for any kind of people, as long as you have business in mind. Don't request people who have you have a certain people no. Because this is most business, right? And this business is already built a stage, right? People already like our product, right? Our customers worldwide. Have you had even the first lady is a member of Greenwood, right? The first lady, to my wife, yeah, is also part of us already, right? Also, the normal ones, right? A lot of normal distributors, normal members, they also become, right? So this kind of business is suited for any kind of people, right? Any kind of people, right? Because the product, we have been here for 10 years. The product already testified, right? The stage is already there, right? There are a lot of people qualified every year. So you don't need to take time to start dodging Greenwood. What do you didn't take time how to qualify, right? How to build success in your own business, right? To qualify your own achievement in Greenwood. Or another step, to aim a decent amount of bonus. That's 2 targets, right? Qualify the car and good bonus, right? If you fail to qualify the car, doesn't matter, right? Still focus on building team, right? Do you know that there's a lady in Joburg, her name is Martha, right? Martha. Yeah, Martha. In the first 8 years, I think, almost 8 years, you can qualify trips, you can qualify car, right? Yeah, for some people, you cannot even like a trust or you go, okay, why do you stay in Greenwood? But do you know that actually from the number 5 years, he's already started earning more than 30,000, right? Now he's already earning more than 100,000. See, her monthly bonus is enough to buy more than a car. Do you think she's worried about a car, qualified car now? She's more worried about her downline qualified car now, right? So the bonus is also very important beside the car, right? We're looking for the car, yes, you qualify the car, you get a bonus, yes. But if you can promise you have a stable and strong team, you can earn not less than 20,000, right? That's the minimum for 20,000 every month. It's going to be a bad thing. No, you won't suffer, right? So let's make this our target. For those ones on your way to qualifications, before year end, right? Must use your all the skills, right? And also get support from your uplines to try all means to close that gap. Make yourself to stand in the stage of the 10 years everything, right? For those ones already passed your 10, right? Let's try to build a team and aim a decent bonus, right? Both ways that we were liking, right? So that's the main part I have to speak about, right? The standards procedures of the presentations, right? Some people came late, but I believe now everybody got the page now, but the standards, just keep it, right, and read it. those who come late, you must follow up this the schedule, right? And for those 7 stars, new 7 stars, or about to 7 stars, 6 stars, right? For your own package. But today you must know where you are now, right? Systems are already open. You must check your knowledge, right? You must check it, put it out from there, right? Know where you are, and then to start the schedule for that, right? Before I finish, I want to also, we have some new clients, right? We have some new clients. We first I'm planning to in future to organize our trainers to go out, right, to different places for certain conditions, which you can go to basically Capcom, Mafiking, on Tata, right? We organize monthly trainings, which means we can accommodate those people who cannot travel into East London to present, right? This is one of the plans. Secondly, we learned from our local office. Recently, have contacted a company that we can do the group SMS, right? Which means for the new people that who join the Greenwood, we're going to send the SMS to welcome them. And we're also then to update. We're going to introduce them to. We will do more WhatsApp groups so that they can all new members can be updated with the information, right? Because some uplines don't give enough information to new people, right? So we want to build a connection between company and then individuals. That way, besides we still need to organize more events. The activities actually is more important. Let all the people to away. First, they must know where the shop is, where the office is, right? And also this must a way of communications, right? Nowadays the WhatsApp is the better, right? But also we choose the SMS as well, right? And also we're going to carry on with our monthly presentations, right? If there's a need, we can do schedule to be instead of 1 presentation per month, we can schedule 2, right? We will see the needs from the market, right? All right, that is all. And the last we have more important part, right? About, because as I said, if we want to qualify a car, the best way, actually the easiest way, it must be this way, right? Is to open a new market, right? Set in your teams in different groups. How to open a new market? How to become a new market explorer, right? How to build a team in a new market, right? Actually, it's also that matter is how to become a leader, right? A lot of people you wish to do so, but you are struggling. You don't know how to start, or you know how to start, but you don't know where to end, right? But don't worry. Today we have invited a good master for that industry, right? We give a perfect answer for all your questions regarding the marketing structure, and also how to build yourself to be a leadership, a leader, a future leader, right? Regarding the leadership building. A leader is not like, okay, yesterday someone told me a leader is because somebody got people to lead. No, a leader is not that kind of. But for the examinations, let's welcome Mr. Giovanni.
Morning. Yes, can everybody please raise up your cell phone? Open it up and go to the red button and switch it off. If you don't want to switch your cell phone, please go home. We are short of space. We want only serious people in this meeting. Besides, if you're not taking notes, then put it on flight mode so that there's no WhatsApp message or phone call that will come in. This is not a call center, but a training room. So I don't want to see students running up and down with the cell phones, otherwise you shall fail.
Yeah.
Now, let's give him a round of applause again. For an official 1 hour welcome, we feel it home.
Yeah.
feeling so at home in our new home of Greenwell East London branch office. How's our office, by the way?
This is so nice. So wow.
Thank you so much. And this is growth. And we need to salute God from step one. Now, having accepted us, welcomed us, let me take the honor of welcoming you fully. As of I can see from here, the East London market leaders are in the house. Can I see those who are doing business around East London? Thank you so much. You are very welcome. And I see faces from Devon. Mr. Shumba, they're all the way from Devon. I understand you got here around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for this meeting. So if East London people are just 3 hands up or 4 hands up, no, there are serious people coming out of this market to come and take this knowledge. I see Cape Town guys here in the house. Can I see you by show of hands? And you must all the way from Cape Town to come here and learn this knowledge. Then you find East London people saying, Tina, we don't know how to achieve. While when knowledge comes, you don't create time to learn.
Yeah.
Now I see people from all the way from Umtata. Can I say Umtata? Thank you so much. So welcome, and they were so honored in such a way from Cape Town to up to Mount Fred. The whole Eastern Western Cape Market is so covered. Not only Cape Market, but we go as far as Northwest Free State. Can I say Mafikeng, Northwest in the house? Thank you so much. Of which, even here locally, I think we've got people as far as Queenstown. I've seen faces from Queenstown. Can I say by show of hands?
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. Then we have from Port Elizabeth. I'm not alone. Can I see those from Port Elizabeth? Thank you. And if I happen not to have mentioned your place, please forgive me. My time is up to welcome you. But on a serious note, let's all feel one now as East London branch market leaders. This is a leaders meeting with people.
Oh.
And unfortunately, I'm not technologically advanced. I am an old school teacher who believes in using stones to calculate. So make sure right now, as you have switched off your cell phone, take off your pen and your diary, because there's so much to write today, so much to take home as your homework. If you find yourself here dozing off, sleeping, you know you are in a wrong meeting. So you need to stand up and attend my meeting standing if you feel like sleeping. And now, it is so important to point it so well. Thank you so much, sir. And start by saying, once upon a time,
Thank you.
there was a man, a pastor, a man of God, who went to a new city, a new town. And when he landed there, he got so lost. He wanted to go to this place where he would be hosting a service that night. And he met a small boy by the corner, and he stopped the boy and asked them, where is the nearest post office here? And then the answer was, you go straight, you shoot left, you go straight, turn right, shoot left. And the pastor started writing the directions and so forth and so forth. Then he said, okay, thank you, my boy. Now, can I please invite you to come tonight to my night service, whereby I'll be teaching people how to go to heaven. The boy looked at the pastor and said, I don't think I'll be there in your service, sir. The pastor was amazed and said, why? Said, if you don't know the post office here, you think you can know heaven? I don't follow people who don't know their direction. That was the little boy answering the pastor. Look at my point. Today, this is a leaders meeting, not the first one, but if I'm not mistaken, from January, this is the 8th leaders meeting in this territory. Some of you have been with us from January. Some of you maybe are starting today. Some of you joined us on the way. But let me tell you, until you become a leader, that is when your team will start growing the way you want.
Yeah.
I don't focus on followers. I focus on the leaders. Somebody who taught me leadership so well said, It matters so much that when you think of a train, it's not how many locomotives they have, it's the strength of the engine of the head there that determines the strength of the whole train. So if East London has to be a strong market, I need to focus on the leadership. Maybe I have to try it better and say there are two types of leaders, a sheep and a lion. And this leadership mentor of mine said, any team that is led by a sheep will remain sheep of a team. Any team that is led by lions will remain and become lion team. He says it all falls on the shoulders of the leader. He said even if you take 100 lions and choose a sheep to lead the lions, all these lions will remain herbivores and so useless, bleating the whole day, being not even dangerous. But if you take 100 sheep and take one lion to lead the 100 sheep, these sheep become so dangerously, they become carnivores, they can even eat other animals because they take it from their leader. So it doesn't matter what your team is behaving right now. Zulu sithi inkalankala ayizenzi ngoba ifuze abazali bayo. Leyo ndaba ichaze nje into e-1 ethi yona, look at your team today. He said you should be printing your genealogies. What you see there is a mirror you are seeing yourself. Until you change, your team will never change. That's why I focus on training leaders, not training everybody, because everybody follows your direction. The question is, where are you going? Where do you want people to follow, to lead? I mean, where do you want people to follow you? My team meeting of the day, theme as leaders meeting says finishing strong. This is our theme of the day. Somebody is asking themselves, what is there to finish? We started the year on a good note. We started the year so strongly, and therefore we shall finish so strongly. At some point, my leadership master said, people struggle to start. It's like just starting. One of my chapters in the book is always focused on getting started is the difficult one. But one master once said, it is the power to continue that matters. And we are nearly more than the middle of the year. And the most power that is important is the finishing power. And the finishing strong part of it, I'll come and push it so well and say, at school, I hated running myself. So I had the privilege to be outside clapping for those who were running. And there was that part whereby the whistle blows. As of now, is the last phase of the race or the marathon. I had the privilege of zooming the athletes, changing their faces, becoming so ugly, grasping that air, and the muscles coming all over, now forgetting who they are, some running to a extent of fainting over the finish line. And I learned something there, that when you are to face your target line, change gears. You can't continue being on the same gear. So today, our training being August, he mentioned it, we have August cut off to go, and September, October. Let me forget about October a bit. I want to pressure and push you over the edge and say we have 2 months to go now. Legitimately, the 18 November stage in Johannesburg will be taking people who become 7 stars in August and September. Thank God he has given us amnesty up to October, because October is before what? Before November. So I can as well say 3 months. And in these 3 months, now with an attitude of finishing strong, Do you see the need of this meeting?
Yes.
I want you good people to understand and understand me so well. We will start the car award. This is so serious. When I talk about car award, I won't do the presentation. I know somebody maybe it's first time to hear me speaking. They wish to hear me presenting. This is not a presentation. This is a leader's training. I will say the first thing that you need to write in your diary is why. As long as you don't have that why, as long as you don't ask yourself why you must have this car award, then believe me, you can as well as forget about it because you won't have that energy to ask it towards it. The why part of the car award is an award. It's not the car. I'm trying to help somebody who has got a car here. I see the parking is so loaded. Somebody can feel I've got a car. So why this is an award? It's 87,000 rands in your bank account. Okay, let's take a mental tour into our bank balances right now. How much is that? 87,000 rand. We all need it. So I need to give you this reason. I don't care how many cars you have, but you need money. And that 87,000 rands is somebody's paying who's working out there throughout the year. After 1 year, some don't earn that 87,000 rands. So if you are planning to lose that car award, you are planning to flush down the toilet 87,000 rands. Then you go to church, God bless me, God is blessing you with the Greenwood car award and you don't take blessings. It is so important to understand your why. Number two, the why part of it, you are a leader of your team. As a leader, determines the greatness of the team. If the leader is not achieving anything, the team won't have that energy to achieve anything. Yes. So I understand, you are a leader. Being a leader, you are somebody. I always emphasize and go back to my mentor's definition of what is a leader. Somebody who knows the way. You know about this car award. Then it says, comma, somebody who goes the way. You must go this way. So for you to go the way, you must achieve it. Two, it says, comma, it's somebody who shows the way, the third part. You won't be showing the way as of here's a car qualifying for it. You need to be seen on stage, taking the car award. Then you inspire your downlines to say, if you can do it, I can do it. Do you get the point of the car award? Why? He mentioned somebody I respect so much, Mama. For the past 8 years, she will tell you that the team was miserable and nothing because of the Fuzunina. And the day I had the meeting with Mama in 2011 and 2012, I told her that if we are to be great, you need to start shaping up and be great. And this training, I think I'm doing it maybe for the umpteenth time. I don't know how many times, but I'll tell you. I started with saying, I can't train my downlines. Mabe become role models. Role model so local. So so I started the bank. I know Mammelta's genealogy like she's my downline while she's my upline. Do you get my point? Yes. Because I want us to start at the root cause. Then dealing with the root cause, we came and said, we are not here to push Mammelta. We want to be there with her. Do you get the point? Yes. And today when she talks, I listen so much and I hear a lot of leadership in her. So I want you to look back and ask yourself, have you qualified for your car as of in criminal? The answer can be yes, because I see qualifiers of before I know from the stage, but that is history. Let's clean the slate. Somebody said, the problem is now we don't delete our achievement board. ngithetha ngemoto umuntu uthi hayi ukuthi uNkiwane kangazi ukuthi ngiyithethe last year. uNkiwane kangazi ngiyithethe last year. I don't care about history. I care about 2017. You get my point? So I want you will always be judged by your last game in this business. Ukuthi wake wenzani siyakuhlonipha lokho uzohlala ukhona kuma archives company, but for this training we are all equal. We are looking towards the finish line of year end. You need this car award. The why part of it is, as a leader, when targets are set, you know targets are not easy. Ne? You know targets are tough. But what about your children? Let's say there's a lion coming. You are a family in a camp, then a lion comes. Ngayingane zakhe zibone ngotata eyikamela nje ithambisela ziyofila njalo. Shothi sitravela ekamka a lion kuyobukeka sokuyime engibaleka more kushiya yena ngemva. Do you get my point? Yes. As the leader, when trouble comes, when a challenge comes, you need to face up. And once you face up, that's when you get support from whom? The children and everybody. Yes. When you run, they will run and follow you. Yes. I'm giving you the reason to say, why car? I know it's not easy to achieve a car. That is why we call it achievement. Leaders, when we talk about the why part of it, you can give yourself the reasons until, and the most important one for this year is 2017 Car Award qualifiers are so honored and privileged to be awarded by Dr. Deming Lee herself, live all the way from America. I got the answer for the past 10 years. So I want you right now, imagine yourself, close your eyes and start seeing yourself being called out of 5,000 people. Your name and being awarded by Dr. Deming Lee herself. Your Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and whatever, photos all over you with a multi-billionaire founder of Greenway, trending all over this year. How's that? Some things you are not doing them because you don't have money or you don't have a car. You are doing them to prove a point. Maningi ama-spectators akho nama-fans abajongileyo ukuthi akayenze sibone iyomusa player Greenway. You need to quench that test of theirs. Do you know that?
Yeah.
But even in one day now, after all these days, so when I found about names, but for the pants and achieve this morning. I've met a lot of people in Eastern Cape about it. Hey, they don't have a man. You could belong to money because I get a general. And send Gary White, or you can send Ken. You told about it, share testimony. Or I joined the Greenway to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No one to now wants to join. Let's get him over it because the low one channel and get Greenway before what is. Are you getting my point? Yes. I want you to gain this car award for your own testimony, your future testimony. Yes, most girls, you go ahead to say whenever you are presenting to be coaching leaders, their leaders have done this, you end up recruiting people for us. I've got calls, people phoning me saying, Kiwane, I want to join. Who are you? Who told you about me? I attended a meeting somewhere. Somebody was always saying, Kiwane. So now I want to be part of that Kiwane way. Because you are not a leader, now you glorify other leaders so much and then you start recruiting for them.
Yeah.
Because when our achievement, when our testimony. So why must you have this car award? You must be the testimony of your team.
Hey.
Yes. Team yakwingahlali ikhuluma ngabogogo wena ukhona. Bese bebe namahloni ukuthi meet my business partner besho wena. Then is the reason why you must qualify for this class. Yes. Because as long as your why is not strong, you'll never go out there and make a difference. you will remain the same people saying, Greenwood has Zima, he has to qualify the motor because I want to reason enough. Now let's go to the how part of it. I won't entertain you by I won't motivate you and leave you so fired up but not knowing how to do it. Our topic says finishing strong. One of the leaders who wrote a book contradictory to mine said, getting started is easy, anybody can start. But the difficult part is finishing. Not everybody finishes. And at this note, I want to say it's because people are not empowered on the part of the how. If you want to qualify for a car, you should be time conscious. Respect time. Time waits for no man in this world. It ticks. While you are sleeping, it ticks. While you are sick, it ticks. While you are lazing around, it ticks. While you are doubting yourself, it ticks. And whenever you start being serious, it's too late. So I want you, upon joining Greenwell, respect Greenwell, the calendar, respect the time, and work against the time. Actually, rush against the time. Have a competition, a contest against the time. Now, our topic is saying finishing strong. Let me talk about people who started in January. Some of you are relaxing and saying, my 12 months is coming. After 12 months, yes, maybe it's December, maybe it's January or whatever. But remember, such a time set, a year, and the rally, which is 18 November. Do you know what some of you are busy praying? Why can't it be changed even with December? I've had leaders, why may I forget December? You know what will be happening there? They will be realizing they've wasted time, now they want to buy time. Unfortunately, some prayers are not answered. Some things are not in your power. So don't waste your time praying for that. Understand our cutoff for the car award 2017, the original one, we said September. And the Bruce gave us up to October. Now, calculate this. This is 10 months. Are you aware of that? This is 9 months. Are you aware of that? I'm trying to help somebody who joined in January and thought, go be presenter, you qualify in 12 months. Now they go around with that 12 months. It sounds too much of a time, 12 months. Join Greenwood, then you see 12 months is nothing. Time flies like nobody's business when you join this business. So you need to be so time conscious. Now, let's forget about January and say August. That is all us being here. Did you know there is somebody who joined Greenwood this weekend? Right now, today. Somebody who joined Greenwood, August. Ayo Fala Angu 6 star. This August, they joined it today. Then when I tell you that this stage Jesse Aguso, Unabantu, Abazabe Beningez's motto, they join the Greenwood in August. Do you believe me? Yes. It's because they respect the time, they understand that they are not working versus 12 months of the compensation plan, but they are now squeezed of time. They are facing the target is there. You can't talk target without time. You can't talk time without target. So you must always pinpoint, okay, my target is a car, and the stage is there in November. But the qualification time is here, and I am here. Let me help somebody who's new here, who feels like this training is too senior. Do you know there are seniors who joined Greenwood in January who will not be on stage because they didn't respect the time? We don't care when you came to Greenwood. What we care about is, did you come in and understand that time is money? You start wasting time, you start losing money. So at this note, I want you to understand how part of it. Be time conscious. We have August, and today is 19 August. What does it mean? It means August is only left with how many weeks? 1 week. We'll be done with August. Be conscious of that. Get your genealogy today and don't sleep today and tomorrow. Not waiting for your pay. Distributor downlines. 19 and 20, you'll be hearing WhatsApp group when I say foolish, and then if you follow the happening at Canada, no one can like a two. A shower for Star will be a sailor. So I will be the Yamima they can get. Forget about money when you are a leader. Focus on the bigger targets. Money will just follow you. When I joined the Greenland, there are some attitudes that I set in my mind. I also went into Greenland with a bad mentality of wanting to be money-minded. Then I was humbled when I had to understand the compensation plan. Then it changed to a stage whereby I wanted to achieve. And I was humbled to notice that I will never achieve alone until I help someone achieve. Then I grew to be a leader. So on this note, I want you guys to understand the how part of it. How part of it, you need to go to this stage, how part of it you write it down, new market explorer. Be a new market explorer. Uthi ngoba wena ujoyinele iGreenland apha eMonti sewuyohlala ulapha eMonti seyithethe uBruce Kabanzi but ngizoyithetha ngiyithethisise. Recently, yesterday we were driving from East London to King Williamstown and I was presenting to my wife saying, do you understand these towns so well? Queen Elizabeth, Queenstown, King Williamstown, East London. It doesn't sound African, man. It sounds so foreign. And my history serves me well. This sounds so British.
Yeah.
The Kingdom of Britain. I'm talking about new market explorer. Ne? There was a time the British reached a stage whereby if you started the Britain, the England, we're talking about Iceland and so forth. Land. Ukaza kwa ngama island. Kuba kuncinci kube squashed ngamanzi bese kuyafika lokho ukuthi living there unconditionally weathers are so extreme. Some were dying bebanjwa pneumonia. If you start to see John Rhodes ngabantu ababengeke besurvive iminyaka abayiphile eAfrica if they continued being there. They had the choice to die there. But they did their research. But discover what long ubanzi kakhulu lokho. Ukufela apha will be our choices of being stupid. We need to explore this explore this market. We need a new market. And with the faith they got into their sails. In engines the wind. In the belief and faith of the wind will blow them to another land somewhere. And when you start your history so much, South Africans, when you hear about the Van Riebeeck so much, you will understand these guys and learn a lot from them. The problem is when you visit history, you get waked up, you want to take your guns and start fighting. No, calm down. I want you to learn leadership skills as of when these guys got here, they saw the land. The land was good. And they believe me strategically, whether in wars or whatever, at the end of the day, today we are still saying we are in East London. We are in Queenstown, Grahamstown. Do you get my point? Yes. When they've taken the land, they started naming the land with their leaders back home. And until today, I'm talking about history of 17 something, 18 something, 19 until today's 20 something. Do you get the point? So on this note, I want you to stretch your mind. Even this gospel of our Christianity that we value so much, it's not something that was started here. From Asia, all this way from Judea, spreading all over the world. And believe me, this new market exploring made this salvation that you value so much reach you here in Africa. Otherwise, we will be, whenever we want to worship, we will be going to Jerusalem even today. But Jerusalem got out and spread to all over. Okay, now, as a tip of how to qualify a car, remember your legs, that is you, and with the three, I'll just talk with the minimum three. Leg number 1, 2, and 3. For somebody who is new, you need them. Talk to your leader, they will present to you from 1 star to 7 star, as briefly us. But let me talk to leaders who have been there from January till now. Obviously, you have these 3 legs, man. Yes. Because in this meeting, I expect 5 stars and above. If you are not a 5 star, please don't stand up, but step up, be a 5 star very soon. It is so important to understand what the learner state and Gomunto say no 4 star, go 4 star, go 4 star, and the points being so much. If from January to August you are still a 5 star, can you sense double in paradise? That means 8 months you just making 4,000 BVs. This is disaster. Remember, the car award want 80,000 business phones. And somebody feels like, how do you want to go 6 star already, which is 20,000 BVs. So I'm trying to say, whatever stage or also right now, I won't be asking your genealogy. See the gap between 80,000 and this. Then realistically come to the time frame that we have. And I will always say, forget about 2018 for now. Next year, next year, we're still in 2017. So I want to challenge everybody, and this not to say, with whatever target you have right now. I had a great target coming here saying, I'm short of 5,000 PVs. Did you hear that one? Yes. I learned that one because from this meeting, the same person can be taking another car on top of the one that is shorter than 5,000 PVs. Yeah, that's what we will also qualify in Moto up. Until today, I'm featuring one of the top lecturers, Bulufuno. Why do I rate him so top? Is somebody who has had me training. Get pressure and got trust in the trainer. I go over and trust in the trainer. And got trust in me not to get in show you now. Writing my book, there are times when I ask myself, why am I writing this book? Then I always tell him that because out there are many Lufunos. And she asked me, well, who's Lufuno? And somebody who doesn't believe whatever I say is correct sometimes. If I was Jesus, Lufuno would be Thomas.
Yeah.
Everything he got show in testimony. Really? Yet he does what I tell him to do. He achieves what I tell him he will achieve.
Yeah.
Yet he questions really he wants to live this life. So I'm trying to help somebody in this note and say, we achieve really more. Don't rest too much. From August, do you know which is rest from August to September, October, whereas somebody can be taking another car in these 3 months? You are allowed to be on stage carrying 2 keys or certificates and 287,000 rands in one stage.
Oh, yes.
So I want to have somebody over there awarding motor a PE last month who feels like say to celebrate a shama or from now to go shout December. You are wasting time. When you rest too much, you rust.
Hey.
So do yourself a favor. Okay, I finished another chapter. Let me go to the next chapter. The chapter is you are not the only one who must be getting a car in your team. So July, so waste the whole half of the year. That's very selfish. Go to your genealogy today. You can have a celebration, you are allowed to do that. Let it not last more than 24 hours. From there, go back to your trenches. Make sure your team also qualify your cars like you. So I'm trying to say this training is for everybody. Whether you qualify, we qualify, we need it. The new market exploring says here, you need to have a to-do list. Write it down. In market, as a to-do list. We behave like followers, like downlines. Over to manage to phone meeting and downage, presentation and downage. We need to be managed. Unfortunately, nobody will manage you to qualify for a car. Because everybody wants their own car. So whenever they tell you what to do, it's for them to get their own car, not yours. Let it sink in your mind. Nobody joins Greenway to make you get a car. Everybody joins to get their own awards. So have your own to-do list. In diary, appointment available in when you set thing when you invite you are always a guest. You are not a host, which is so dangerous. You never achieve a car. Now, let's talk about these three important legs. These people, if you want to achieve a car as of how part of it, some of you are very experienced in this. So I would expect somebody to be jumping in and adding in. I expect somebody who's not experienced to be asking questions. A friend of mine, Mr. Shumba from Durban, when he phoned me, it was last month, I was in Northern Cape. We were talking about this car award so sensitive. And he had his own expectations when talking to a leader. A leader, I expect things like 1, 2, 3. Am I right, sir? You had your expectations. What I saying for 1, 2, 3. And my answer was only downlines asking that question, sir. Until you grow to be a leader and do what I do, then you won't need me, you will be the one in you. So allow me to duplicate myself unto you. And he did the great thing and said, can I host you, sir, in Durban? I'm talking to a business partner belonging to my genealogy. And the answer was a capital letter N-O.
No. Oh.
No. How did you feel, sir? Thank you so much. As challenges and honest. Sometimes as leaders we sound so arrogant as if we don't help and so forth. But listen, I've got a team of more than 100,000 people.
Yeah.
If I promise them to come and help them get their cars going, I'll be lying. I'll need 100,000 years to do that. The only thing I can do is to teach them to be even better than me. Then they can do it for themselves. Then that's when you hear us one day saying we've achieved 100 cars in 1 year. So leaders, it's time to treat business like this. Now, how do we do it, sir? Let me use him as a case study for everybody. You have your 3 legs, no? The reason why I didn't come to Durban is because even if you belong to my genealogy, you don't belong to my team of the moment. Write that one down.
Okay.
No, you know mama targets. And then you know team of the moment and you babysit you. My 17-year-old boy will be foolish to be crying or putting him that and him when there is a 3-year-old baby in the house. They need to go and be a leader. So, whenever I get a message, an invitation from a team, Mina, a great team, and the Greenwood family at large, Africa Yonke, I treated them equally. I train everybody, and believe me, for the past 9 months, I think somebody is now better a leader than me here because of these trainings. And I'll say, you now understand these three people. For example, you say being there, your target is 7-star. And I want you a 7-star in September cut-off. That means from here to September, you won't skip. Are you working? I mean, for a boss, do you have a job? Do you have a job? Are you doing green part-time?
Full-time.
Full-time. Thank you so much. Because the first order will be take a leave at work. Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
If he had the boss, the malefic 30 immediate leave. If it means unpaid, let it be. Because for you to be a leader, you will have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Without sacrifice, you never achieve this goal. Just sacrifice your boss and create time. You need the 30 days fully to focus on this target, especially if your cutoff is September. Now, it is so important. Pressing the genealogy. You was asking me, what do you want? Now, how do I go about? I said, present your genealogy to me. Do you remember that statement? He started telling me, as of June, and I said, June is too far. Drop the phone. See me, your genealogy. He said, I will organize and I'll meet you. What do I want in the genealogy? I want to see. Over the less 3 legs, I'm points, now I picked it. Do you have a 6-star in your team now? Yeah. 6-star, which is 1 leg, 6-star done. Is it 1 or 2? 1. Here there's a 5-star. Here there's a 5-star. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm helping somebody. Yes. Now, my favorite example of the day will be foolish if he is found for September at Tolakala Letimle. These people are not good, so around the left and right center. Yes, let me think. Hey, genealogy, this. No matter where you go, achieve. And it feels so good to go and let's call for always, ne? Because what about we born in team, but no matter how good it feels, it's foolish. The only open way. If you are a leader, you understand what a grown-up baby like me, mama will be foolish. I can do things for myself. Win them. If focus we are put September X, my diary will never be occupied with this leg. Don't want to feel bed now. It's because we are downline.
Yeah.
It's because of Wednesday. You need to go and be a leader. In leadership, either you do it or you die.
Yeah.
So you have 2 choices from this room. God die in Greenwood language, quit or whatever. But you need to shape up if you want to survive. So I want you to understand, sir, this leg is not your leg of the moment. Yes, they remain your team. You can give them 10% of your love, of an SMS, a hi, smiling when you see them is fine. But your top priority, 90% of your time is here. And then within these 2 legs, as far as in 5 stars only. One is better than the other. How? 5 stars. It's your spouse. It's your friend. Somebody njengibiza a get rich. Somebody wakwenzela ifavor nje wajoyina. Nawe washama placements ngumuntu wazana 40,000 wathenga. That's why you don't see me celebrating these people who come with the lump sums. Because bayangena bebe ngo5-star befreeze higher. The only communication you got is stock sakho asihandi. Ngiyathenga istock. Akazi nokuthi kudingeza ntoni. Go 5-star ku genealogy yakho, you can impress your friend and say like your sister and no 5-star. Usho register imele yo stack there. And when you funi moto leso scam. Am I relevant? Yes. Now, how to achieve a car award if you have such a scenario? Now, so there are 2 legs. One can be a scenario. Norma is longer, but it's trying. They attend presentations, they're doing their best. We'll figure out maybe but 8 months. Trying to be this. That is a team that I can love. It's an organic team. Yes. All you need is to invest in them. Not money, but time.
Okay.
I'm not online now trying to phone. Expect to go to millionaires or to people forget. You will hurt your leaders if you expect that. Good. When you phone me, the only support I can give you is my time. But you must be belonging to the team of the moment. Failure to that, I'll be telling you the next training the problem will be solved on that meeting. If you can't wait for the next training, I stay in Port Elizabeth. Please drive to Pui. I will help you. Because it's your car, you get the point.
Yeah.
I shouldn't when I'm home, I'm here to help, not to take off. Now, this, you need in your diary to set September. This is the month of the moment to September. From today, you start genealogy. What must you do? Focus on them. Check whether they've earned something. Some of them were 5-star placement but demotivated. So come on, I'm next. They are like shouting to a rock. Nothing will happen. So identify are they earning something from this company? If it means phoning booth, how much did this one earn? How much this one earn? How much this one earn? Right now they are paying. Then when you phone them or visit them, get on your back. You earned 1,000 rands. How is it? Fill them. Are they happy or sad? Are they expecting more? Then you take it to the next level. You know what, my friend? I'm dedicating the whole of September. Quote me and write it down. I'm dedicating the whole of September to help you move from 5-star to 6-star. And once you are a 6-star, you will earn more than this that you earned this month. If I do it for you and do placements, it's me who will earn, not you. You will remain a 5-star, you can get to a 6-star and not earn anything. My motive is for you to earn. So help me to help you. When people hear that you want to help, people who hear that you create time for them, sacrifice your family and everything, they start warming up to you. And they start saying, how can I help you to help me? Then that's when you bring you all your training. As of, okay, fine. I'll give for example, you've got these 2 legs. Are they all in Durban?
Yeah.
Thank you. And this one is in Durban also.
One's in Kappa.
Sorry?
The other 5 is in Kappa. Oh, the 2 are in Durban, the other one is in Kappa, Cape Town.
It's in Cape Town. Thank you so much. A good example. You phone the Cape Town guys and tell them that, and you take a 2 weeks leave, or let me say trip to Cape Town. You go camp with them. Yeah. And care what them to Cape Town, how much is it? And care what to 2 weeks in Cape Town, Malini. That one ungabona kwi-stress sakho kushota utrainwanga ku-junior level le. Usafuna i-freshman training awufuni le emoto. Because there in Cape Town there's so much money. I remember what they were just saying to my bafundi bakhe. Uthi ningathwali kudla ningathwali lutho ngiyodla khona le line yakhona iyantshumayela. That's the attitude that we need to carry. So I want to say, when you go to Cape Town there for 2 weeks, you go there and forget you are a 6-star. Silenga ke ufike endaweni sibe too important as leaders. Yes. Yeah, affect again mina le othi man ufike endaweni uthole sokuthi thank you one yes koko yeah this it makes me not work sokungeza ngihambe ngalo hlobo the That's foolishness. When you get to these people, wear a tag, tighten it up, wear some jeans and wear a green with the t-shirt, no pipe, no jean. Don't be too important. And be with them, lead by example. Yes. When I read my Bible, I don't read it to go to heaven. I read it to learn. Into more is Jesus one day live in heaven. I hear heaven is everything. And coming on earth to make sure he relates with us, so that when he teaches, when he uses his parables, learn something, leaders. Is the great leader who understood that if your downline needs to understand you, stoop low to their level. It doesn't help them. Stoop low. Yeah. And it is so important when you stoop low, you go there and set a target. A target will be saying, I want you a 6-star. Before I leave, actually don't put it in the dirty of Puma. Or when I'm going back to Tibet. Tell them you are going to host me until you are a 6-star. And for me to help you, we need to make sure the whole neighborhood, the whole church, the whole family, and everybody you know, we shall fund them. And we shall host them either in your house or you shall hire a hall. But I won't go back to Durban before seeing everybody you know here in Cape Town. Those are joining it, Nana joining. Yeah, now air duty is to go around and say this is who and who when you be the one talking. You are now his mouth. As his speaker, it's easy for people to listen to a stranger sometimes than listening to who? To you as a tribe. So go there, be the stranger yourself. Yes, the other language of the is got serious. Somewhere we are trying to say one demon. So yes, a event of network marketing. Puma when a book for Zonda Boya Zoko no Tata serious. We are somewhere that we have to serious. And then we buy that story, build the structure, and the target in J, put the team learner, even about 80 or so in figures. Or you don't go 5-star, go over only 16. So you can separate 16 from 80 there and see target here of a figure. The structures of spawning genealogy, when we understand the placement, at the same time we understand where it target or we don't to 6-star. So people need to what? To buy products. I saw structure play, I saw under pressure management. Yingako kubalulekile xa sithola lezi scanning machine. Abantu be created as health consultants on scanning machines. I hear a lot of calls about betting. Can I host the scanning machine? Each shop can get selling a scanning machine because okay, it's a change away. Now you get the point. It's your target, that's also your target. As a leader, if you can qualify for a scanning machine, buy it. And scan somebody like me. Make sure in your team there's somebody who knows how to scan. That means soon the extra cost you put him away Cape Town who have somebody who knows the scanning. The good news is this team kumele ithi in a target yokuthi sign abantu abangaki kumele kuscanwe everybody and make sure ukuthi kune influence ye presentation be it one-on-one or group as of points athengwe products ebethengiwe. And believe me, those used the best scenario, which is called the Nero. When Nero has to target a car, our Lam I sit and then, because she will have 3 places. Recently, she has got 1 in Butterworth, am I right? Yes. 1 in Cape Town, am I right? Yes. 1 as far as Zimbabwe, deep in Choloto. If you check Cape Town to Butterworth, how many kilometers is it? 1,000. From Butterworth to Pretoria, how many kilometers is that? Another 1,000 or so. From La Akone Pretoria to Choloto is even more than 1.2. And in 1 month, every month from January, Nero waters her 3 legs. Every month, you'll hear her checking in Choloto with the team. I'm talking about the rural areas. I'll be searching for Nero in the phone income told after 1 weekend, I was deep there looking at that network call. But I'm not busy. We are told looking at that network. Because we have a presenter, every thing straight to show to the combo last week. Because the Nero you see on stage is not the Nero you see on the ground. I'm trying to help you to more figure out how to make a Wednesday. Hardly with this, they must see, work hard, they must see you working hard. Network marketing is a copycat business. Business of duplication. When they see you important, important now. Because of no fools away, and the importance side badal in this company. You need to be scorched by the sun. You need to be ready. Unetwe. Kuyafuneka wena ube no weather leader. Ube there taxi ranking, ube there with the flyers, ube there presenting. Those who know me man the target, you find me presenting a text radio show. Before it was then a presentation, the testimony on it for now, be following you after penny corner. Next text is Elisha Mina. Gigani Gashuma, Logani Gastan, who may lose Shani now the package. And that syndrome has killed a lot of achievement. That syndrome of when I get out in desperate, when I go desperate, as long you are not desperate, you don't need this car. You won't achieve it. So I want you to understand when you get to this legs, you hustle as if you're joining Greenland. When we get to a place, ask her. We've got the most expensive suits of which nothing I never love say I'm much team. So much, but tomorrow they will come so we wear t-shirts and God they start inviting. Business cards are always on our breast pockets, making sure we lead by example. Somebody asked me, can you invite her? Whether you are still eating, you are still breathing. The moment I stopped doing what I did when I stopped doing this. Especially when I'm to go and help this person. Say, I won't be going with you to Cape Town. But being in Cape Town, you will hear me talking on your mind. This meeting will ring a bell. That forget about being hungry. They understand the hunger of the stomach. I've worked with downline from morning to sunset to see aspire, see inviter, and you find somebody. There's so many. Who you really think that you get trainer? Okay, not this. When we go out there to serve this person, when you lead by example, ask her. She even reminds me, you haven't eaten. Can you drink this? Because I can't be leading the team from this. People are learning more, not in what you say, but in what you do. So it means these people you are teaching them, you are saying to them what you have achieved. So I want you to go there with the target. Here's the target. You are not going there to sign 80 people, but make it double, 160. For 1 leg, give them the target. For those 2 weeks, you want 160 new business. Why do you need the new business? Because these 16 are dead. So don't count them. Don't focus on 16 now, focus on 160. Enlarge your. Go present it door to door. That's when I follow Nero's reports. If you notice, Nero can be presenting. About to be what 2 million name, but when I saw Nero present, I tried 3 presentations to 10 presentations a weekend. And what you are learning, a lot of sometimes petty laptop, who petty battery laptop are presenting. I'm flyers are paid. Then I got leaders there. I get a laptop. I'm in a project. Don't make your problems my problem. When I qualified for my cars, do you think I had my laptop? No. Do you think I had the projector? No. You need to go out there with what you have. Yeah. If you don't have, don't worry. Go out there. Things will happen. That's why I'm switching off this. You can even buy this 1,000 rands and go around carrying a board. Do you remember those days when I did Alexander flew to Cosmos City around Johannesburg? I was carrying this board. Ngapha etweleka box yama products. Ngapha kunengane emhlane. Saphuma imoto sase apha eSlondon. You remember that in 2012. We got the 2 cars. Singing now na leo equipment in any car. I call you born freeze. There was a born free. The generation they are not so hustler. Lo umzabala zokanzima. You need zalo leo gang. Here we think because I know. If you are to be a leader, go back to history. Ask yourself, okay, I want to achieve cars. Study history Greenland. In East London, they want to be Mamgo, taking cars every year. Okay, Mamgo, tell me, what were you doing in those days? They don't know I research leaders. I go to Bruce and ask him, how did she do it? Because I see Mamgo. And young as I am, I think I'm smart, but I'm failing a car. So I need to respect that and the person careful. Following, whereby I hear the Belales, Lalini, the Pume, the Tatistok, the Tato 2 weeks, the out, it was in Fulalena, when we were on a stage in Ubenjo, Pumo, there is no secret to success, you need to hustle it. And at this note, I would say, September, let's dedicate it to this hustler renewal. Make sure we don't sleep for September. Make sure ahlale emakhoneni ku comfort zone. Sonke lapha nqangathi sibuyele ezindlini zethu probably so comfortable. Inama remote alama channel lana and so forth you can, but September sacrifice that comfort. Tolakala ulale ezilalini, tolakala uhuzula ugqoka t-shirt eGreenwald, tolakala ngisho nendebe zomlomo zimhlophe. Ubonakala ukuthi this person is on a target. And good. When you get to it, target yakho ayingabi ngama-figures kuphela, kumele nama-points. So you balance the issue. Stock issue. Any problem, that's your banana September. Not what is your pay company. And will be coming to uplines. Giving us all rubbish excuses. Tell us that join us achieve a while because that's a national stock. You will find us in a box, yama empty products. Haya puzwe yiti. We'll go to Mameta and beg. Now she product yako study empty kadi. Study empty lock na. See the box na empty. And the sea fucking santi lapo. And the speakers present ngayo. Abantu befuni product. Omunya sale presenter lapho munye kuyeleka wakina wakhe product le. Bakumi what? I'm worried of each generation Yamalitas as if go manage. Whereby it's September, let's go and hustle. I was saying in January, man, you can't when I'm show back in town. Yeah, history, criminal, to ends of African church. If you want, you can phone me and say, this I kept on now. If you stop, I'll send you to somebody who will give you, not as of giving you, but selling you stock. Number points are so safe. And the honesty are the core values of leaders in network marketing. Yes. So I want to Eastern Cape Market to know what it, from Mount Fraser, Cape Town to Northern Cape. Ungabona point end of our shops. The administration. I would date the woman Tembaga never went count. January, February, the bench. But I will say this time, unga tola kali when usutwali stock usase debe. Negotiating locally, please borrow me stock going to Cape Town. Understand your division and your regions of the market. Because there, when you live with your stock, Itimiago will share in not supporting Cape Town for good. Your team with the leaders of Cape Town. No one gave up the cooler. Do get the point? Imagine we were in Kuruman recently. If we are to take stock from PE shop, Kuruman is called getting stock PE Kuruman. Are we going Kuruman or we are killing Kuruman? You get my point there. I'm trying to help you to figure the way you figure so by enemy of the market. Motives are no. Yeah, make it sense. Fika phaya ukusazo ukuthi une short term goal ka September yokwenza laba abantu bebe ngo 6 star. Only if that market kungela leader efuna ukuthembakala, then we can give you authority from David Zhang himself or to stock across the market. Besides that, the reason why we have shops all over is to support the Greenway family. When I have a team in Umtata, believe me, ask she phones me telling me, okay, your downline is here, so, school my phone, because phone number, I can't go there with my stock because I won't stay in Umtata. I'll make my team short temporary. Because I killed them over short-sighted. So our citizens is desperately for this month, see a long-term goal again. I hope if you feel and you tell our manager, let go. So if these are wrong things, how wrong things? As a leader, probably you have heard something in Cape Town. Obviously, Cape Town Greenway has been there before. Then it's not your duty to figure out all these problems in Cape Town. You are just politicizing them, and when people are politicized, they don't work, they fight. So forth, and they don't achieve cars with such teams. The issue, protect your team, even narrow-minded to the target of 6 star. If I were you, this leg would be doing 6 star in 1 month, not with 5 star low in 8 months. Can you make sense? There's something that is called the rejoining. I'm to train it properly next year. Because this year is definitely funded the first year. But if you and me here, this person's embodiment is so dead, I'll be giving them a new lease of life. But out of 160 people we'll talk to, obviously 80 will be thinking of joining, obviously 40 will be buying products, obviously 60 will be Shire, but I think we've wasted enough 7 months. Let's do it for 2 weeks and see where we go. So that with sister, because I want to go into China. You want to give this person a new hope. Because Uma engena hope yena. Uyofika eCape Town uthethe wedwa yena ayizala church ngisayisebenzini engasicreate isikhathi because ubona ngani usebenzela wena. Yingxaki ngabantu. You create time to go to them, they don't create time to help you to help them. So give them something to catch. Give them a target as of how much money I want you to earn this month because of my visit. Give them even small targets, what in a scanning machine, I won't be collecting everything, but I'll leave you with so much. Small targets, medium targets, and the big targets. And give them a target that when I come back again, I want to be working your car or what? Let it not be about you. Write it down, this one. Ungavakalise ufika lapha unoka uthi hayi ngilapha ngobunke wami uthe bona kumele ngishaye imoto yami isongize uyayi-understand ukuthi you are now a see-through of a leader. Don't tell your downlines the reason why you are there to help them.
What do you say should put down?
Thank you so much.
You understand?
I'm saying that when I figure out the Cape Town, shoot him 10 5-star upaya because of imoto yakhe. Yazi ukuthi downline ngabayazi ukuthi wena usebenzela imoto. Uthetha ngabantu. Inhliziyo yomuntu iyajika. And ukujikelwa i-downline ngiyakwazi. Uyithole sithetha ngawe behind scenes ukuthi sake sibone ngeke iyithole leyo moto. Ngeke sithenge thina. Really understand? So you should know what to discuss with your downlines. You should know what to discuss with your uplines. And you need, at the end of the day, to know that there is time for business opportunities to be discussed. Business language. Behind scenes, I remain my mother's son. Do you get my point? So no matter the business partner, she remains my downline at some point. She remains my wife at some point. And she said it better at some point, reading one book, and said, when a cap of Melmuta Shaleiko. At the last card, I shade in order to Mambulia and gives one up. We are in a cookie cap administration leader, APE. We are Shaumuna, so I think you want to send Funny coffee. You think you want to running making coffee for her. She's not a wife that time. You get the point? Yes. Then I'm in the army department up in Shaumuna, figure of meeting we are partners, both in business and in marriage. Yeah, I understand your point. Yes. Now to your downline. Yes, you know at heart, you downline when we apply, but stick to that business professional level. Better with a business partner, mostly when deep down, don't discuss downline. Actually, don't discuss it with the downlines. Your target is upline. Our benefit is luto. There ain't nothing more. Discuss their own business with them. Ungambona mina always ngafonela ulufuno wongino ulufuno ngithetha ngama ama target sengile rank yenzochale. I'm too selfish for lufuno. I'm not going lufuno. Kumele manglo lufuno ngithethe ngendaba zakhe ngikhulise yena until and besides uma engibuze something about myself. Yeah, making sense there. Yes. We kill our chances of qualifying for a car. Upumela bata PFK Cape Town. So we over mhlanganiso batshela ngilapha nje ngizoqualify imoto. John ngabantu besho no. I want you don't be a see-through. Let it be about them. And monitor these people, get to a fan and about chat groups that say WhatsApp. Not to Tata Bantu, and you want to tell them Fagalabantu group be a cap. That's your language. All we can do that. Usukwana ungeze admin lapha. Ufaka abantu bami. Okay. Le team ayifakwa kuleya group. You get the point? You create your own chat group yabo kuphela. Get to my phone udinga ama chat groups alapho uyomanga lokho kuthiwa bhedazi. Kithi nje ukubingelela good morning partners. Kanti kulalezi ngothetha into eserious ngalolu hlobo. Because ngama team of the moment ziyavuka zibuza ukuthi uthenga ama points amangaki sawuskenile ukuyiphi rank ujoin say how many people ziyabhebhisitwa kulalabo ngizwa onke wanethi please. Then bese siyohlangana kweyakho igroup yene sihlangana kuyo ama leaders yonke nje ngithi please lapho no lapho isikamani. And when I say uthatha Friday people bafaka ku group lo kamani beke bathi abantu bakhona ba-arrogant man. 2 minutes sesibona ngabo left. We will never stop lot in a say could me baby language. There's a baby language. I always like it when my wife is having a small baby. She talks like a Tikology. We won't talk that language in the leaders topic. But when you can represent your team according to their language. So, we want to lead the team of the moment chat group here. Chat group business from this leg or from Mama apply there to teams that no. Check out irrelevant things. I want to tell somebody example General Mentor. Play team. First motivation. It doesn't matter no more motor for 8 years. I'm trying to make an example. Do you think that motivation is good for this leg?
No.
People don't want to wait for 8 years to action like this.
Yeah.
You can use that motivation talking to leaders, not these babies.
Ish.
Protect them. Also, if when it does figure group and put the one fanele ukuthi befike ku test and pass it there. But ungabona ukuthi ngamothi team yamuyiye ke phaya. Ungafaka nje ucomplain egroupini enkulu ukuthi hayi into nisifaka lapha ziko right. Ungoba ufake ingane egroupini. This team, sir, when you get there, you are like somebody who's signing a new team. A new leg. My history says me when I hear about what Johnson wrote, when they got here, you hear they talked about Rhodesia in Zimbabwe, talking Rhodesia, Zambia, Rhodesia, Malawi. His aim was Rhodesia from Cape to Cairo. And believe me, when you get there, you must think like this guy. When you go to Zimbabwe and Zambia, there's a place called Livingstone.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys who came with these calls from UK. And when he got there, he made sure that he's putting a sign over the second corner. He communicated there, I don't know of whatever, back home, saying, I want backup for people to help me here and so forth. And I hear UK say, where are you exactly? So that we sent help. Then his answer was, forget about it. Because if you have to send people who want directions to come where I am, then they are the wrong guidance. I need people who will find me where I am. Do you understand that the language was getting tenser? So when you get there, you won't stay a baby. First of all, colonize that market. Make sure, yes, play Greenwood, yes, play Greenwood, that's interesting. But when let him yako, what didn't care about the pay Africa local, didn't care about the piece of Mutapa, you know what? Send corners of this year. Look at my point. Yes. When you get there, Cape Town is a buzz, one of the powerful markets. But make sure who power by who made now be shareholder. Okay. Cape Town market. By language, what language do you speak perfectly? Home language. Shona. Do you know what the meaning Shona Gisas? I can go to Cape Town and meet your people. There are people you will get there to Cape Town. You can sign more than 120 shoners within a month. There might be people there you will sign who are not even shoners. And whoever, because they don't take serious their neighbors and family who are in Greenway. When you go where I come from, you can sign a lot of people in Greenway because they don't take me serious. They think, hello, but when they hear it from you, they can take it so serious. So I'm trying to say, you can go where I come from and establish your team, which is this leg. Then your diary now shouldn't be stuck there. While you are there, you need to be communicating with this team online. Lena ukona physical, la ukona online. What are you setting here? Appointments. Or from here, I'm going there. Back home. Mina ngine problem what manga phuma ngisesha le outing ngishare lo muntu ekhaya. One day after the meeting ngiyathola sengistart imota ngaphambi indlela ngabuyela endlini. Why? No witness nalia. So the solution is I take her with my I miss nothing at home. If I'm to take 3 days to 1 week trip, a business country, I take the person in years and show you 10 fast.
Yeah.
Because I need you to understand, good people, that it's important that you are not going home to wait for these people to work. You need to jump there. I said 2 weeks here. You can do another 2 weeks here with this team. Language for Africa, whilst you are to know somebody here, behind this person, there are many people that they know. Try by all means for September to know all people he knows, to meet them. Go to their homes, meet their chiefs, meet their schools and everything. If they are serious about to achieve, they will appreciate you offering that help. So at the end of the day, it's so important. Look, as we discuss it this side, you can't do it this side. And while you are this side, you connect online doing follow-up this side. That means you can just touch base at home to check things are flowing so well for a week or so. And go back then again for the next 2 weeks towards the end of October to work up targets. I mean, end of September to work up targets. Can we recap and say from today to cutoff of August is genealogy, analyzing this team. From 1st of September, what you are doing is you are hustling with this leg, going back to touch base home, hustling with this leg, and then repeat yourself. If 4 weeks, as you are now September, if you do this, even if you are new, chances are high you give these people 6 stars. Now, it is so important to understand this. We lead into the next stage, especially new shops. When you follow up with these markets, for starters, these people depend on the nearby shops, or let me say the stock you can be bringing. But remember, the day they become 6 stars, are you aware? Let's say one of them becomes 6 stars. So only 2 6 stars. 2 options. But what if the shop is far away from them? Option 2, you have identified the market. And then the market says, where shall I follow up? Now, God, these people September work without asking them to open a shop. Besides, if you can get somebody with that lump sum at 200,000 rands, because that makes you a 6-star or makes them a 6-star. And any shop which is the leader is not a 6-star is disaster of a shop. And any shop that is opened without somebody with the 6 months to 1 year is a disaster again of a shop. So they need to be trained. Not verbally in a classroom like this, but you, after they've paid that 200,000 or signed 80 people who buy products become 6-star, sacrifice 1 more week. Go with them and establish a small shop. Enough for my rentals, number presentations, too much on rentals, too little for presentations. At the same time, your aim is to teach them how to manage stock, how to manage BVs, the administration, how to present, how to train, how to motivate old members, how to mobilize new business as a leader. Every shop, a professional runs with 3 types of people: a manager, a trainer, and a leader. Somebody will say, I'm a Superman, I can do this thing. So a manager, so a trainer, so a leader, so a I won't present being a Superman here. I'll present realistic. This team, when you are targeting your car award, it's easy for you to harvest more points because say about 6-star low, 6-star low, 20,000 less, 20,000 less. Let's look here. Why is you are focusing 90% of your time here for the ongoing part of this? These people being 6-stars, start training them how to run shops. Start motivating and mobilizing them. The shop. The 10% is to grow them. Even this person in 200K can open a shop and spend that week training them. And when you train them, you need to be trained also. And the man taking in the shop, it's not the whole day training. So I won't compromise this leaders meeting, a shop meeting. It's not a shop training, it's a leaders meeting. So relevantly for you to qualify for these cars, if I were you, I would do what I did in 2012. Making sure that these 3 legs have got the leaders first. As Moses mentioned, then from there, the next growth is grow them to have 3 achievers. Testimonies also. Then from there, these 3 legs must each have a shop. That is very important. When our shop is fine, but make sure after 1 year, we see from 6 months, identify 3 pillars. I call them pillars. Pillars, if they have a shop to your team. So that way now these people, when they become shops, I will advise you. Maybe now you're fully shop, take an leader. Your advisor no take a company. Because my past 6 months, 7 months, 8 months with this company, I can tell you, if you are to open a shop and via gross, you'll have process.
Okay. Yeah.
Via your leader, they've got the best interest for you. So they will advise you to benefit so well. Somebody else goes, no, yokuthi nazisenzeke izinto ngijongile mina ngiza sengizoshaya i-damage control emotion umzala wami. Whereby you find somebody uyiphethe 200K ngizosokuthi hayi uzibani sevulile ishop ngithi ngiyafika lapho mina ngijongela ukuthi lo muntu ebeshaya u-6-star ngithola ukuthi hayi 200K bekuyi-deposit ye-rent ubhadala i-rent ya-next month nama-chairs lawa la ngikuthiwa yinto omassage chair iphela i-200,000 kuthengwa zenezi zinto setup.
Sure.
Because you advise your mutual things. You must always know the motive of your advisor. Now, in this case, you find your downline with 200,000 now. You know what my sister is done. But you know what I can experience to run a shop. You need to put your name to the company and say, this one is opening a shop, but I will train them, I will monitor them for the next 6 months to a year. You start monitoring on the structure. Le mali yonke ayiphelele kuphi ku structure. Ungayibona seyiphuma ibhadala irent. Whoa. I'm not here to tell you to go being owners of buildings. I'm teaching you how to qualify for a car. Irent I relate to cars. So I want you uthi nxa umazisa lo muntu 900,000 rand yakho. Then mawufuna ukuvula ishop, funa rent, funa chair, funa board, project, le iphelela ku structure sakho. Because ufuna ukumnikeza istock se 200,000 isiphelele. Yes. Because inadani wolu engana stock kuthiwe ishop. I200 iphelele. Kulapha abantu abajika bethi wona igreen idla imali zabo lana because asifa advisanga wena.
Yeah.
With the 200,000 rand, mina I can help this leg and this leg to sell their stock from their boot of the car without paying rent. From the tax rent, from the mall. Yeah. Until they know how to manage stock and everything, then they can open a tangible shop. Especially when I sell a pressure and target. Because we are losing points and BVs, paying deposits, opening shops before time. When you have this target, and they happen to get somebody, let's say this leg getting in 40,000. What type of a shop can you open with 40,000? The only thing they can buy stock then avail yourself to support themselves the stock and build the team or ongoing using rotated until they know what they are doing. And seated here, everybody of us here is facing this. And the last time we face this, I'll go to the next stage of and he's rotating a shop too deep because I'll go somebody maybe who feels like in 200K, there's a look at deposit and building somewhere. I will say if you want a car, focus all your money, every cent is a BV. When you're facing, don't be spending on things that don't add your business volume. Besides, if you happen to find this leg, but now you already venue, but now you're into now the money that is there can come to the structure, and you need to be regularly there. I'm not teaching you to terrorize the market, territorialize the market. As of self-figure, the eating was entitled to which I have a team. But the fact you when a self-fully shop go back with a target mode. Your top priority, you would team up Leo team of the moment. Over year a Kulela apple. You know my group. Job a group, make a group where it's landing in editors and so forth. Then you find it belongs to those groups. Then he opens his shop